client would turn his back on the very children he helped to create, I think it may be in the children's best interest to be placed in a home where they are wanted," said Judge Lawless. "Ms. Bardwell, have you considered the option of placing the girls in foster homes until they can be legally adopted?" "Your Honor, it is very unlikely that adoption would be an option due to their ages. The other obstacle will be keeping the girls together. They may have to be separated or placed into a group home if Mr. Collins will not own up to his parental responsibility. Seeing that our office feels Miss Holmes is unfit to properly care for the girls, we are hard-pressed to find a foster family willing to take all 3 of the girls at one time." "That's not true, Your Honor," shouted Deborah. "The girls have been with me since the day their mother died, and they need me. Please, Judge, I'm begging you to let me raise the girls. I promised my best friend on her deathbed that I would watch over the girls," cried Deborah. "Miss Holmes, please grab a hold of yourself. As emotional as this is, we must and will have order in my courtroom," stated Judge Lawless. "Well, Mr. Simmons, it seems we have a dilemma. The children's godmother is financially unable to care for 3 additional mouths, and your client is the only blood relative alive. Mr. Collins will take custody of his children. Whether he has been a part of their lives or not, he will care for them." "Come on, Judge. I don't have time for any kids, especially not girls. What am I going to do with 3 little mixed-breed girls? I mean, I can't give them a good home. They will be better off with—" Dallas was interrupted by the doors to the courtroom being pushed open. He turned and laid eyes on the daughters he'd left years before without a second thought. There stood the most beautiful sight Dallas had ever seen: 13-year-old Diamond Ebony, 12-year-old Essence Tennille, and 11-year-old Chanel Micah. "Well, Mr. Collins, if you're that adamant about not taking them, you leave me with no other choice. The girls are to be placed in—" "Excuse me, Your Honor. It seems that I may have made a grave mistake. I would love to take custody of my girls. Please disregard my previous statement. I was wrong to say the girls should be placed elsewhere." Everyone in the room stared at Dallas with confused looks on their faces. Deborah saw a look in Dallas's eyes that she had seen before, and it let her know that he was up to no good. "Well, Mr. Collins, while your decision is welcoming, in that the girls shall remain together as their mother had wished, the court must ask, why the sudden change of heart?" "Today is the first time I've seen my daughters in 10 years, stated Dallas, while never taking his eyes off the girls. "And I must confess that in doing so, I realize how much of their lives I've already missed out on. After seeing them, there is no way I can turn my back on them again, especially since they have suffered such a devastating loss. It would be cruel for me to hand them over to the system, forcing them to be separated from each other, and for me to go on pretending as if they don't exist. They will reside with me," said Dallas, smiling like a mischievous cartoon character. "If it pleases the court, my client will assume full responsibility for his 3 minor daughters and take custody of them today," announced Mr. Simmons. "Mrs. Bardwell, how does your office feel about this?" quizzed Judge Lawless with some reservation in her voice. "We suggest the girls be placed with their father and recommend Mr. Collins agrees to a trial period of 6 months, where our office will make periodic visits to the home. It is also suggested that Mr. Collins place the girl in counseling for at least 1 year to help them grieve for their mother. Lastly, Ms. Holmes is to have regular, unsupervised visitation. The girls should be able to maintain their relationship with Ms. Holmes and her children." Deborah lowered as the social worker, the judge, and Dallas's lawyer mapped out the future of girls who were complete strangers to them, and asked God to send down his guardian angels to keep watch over Diamond, Essence, and Chanel. Something inside told her they would need all of the protection they could get.